Hi everyone, this video is going to be an overview of the SmartBook and LearnSmart that you have through Connect. So when you first go into the Connect page and you click the LearnSmart folder and you go to a LearnSmart, this is the page that you'll go to, and this is the preview page, and it just gives you an idea of the things that you're going to be learning. And it's essentially giving you folders, kind of mental filing folders for the information that you'll be getting, so you understand how this information relates to each other, and we hope that you'll learn it better. Once you're finished with the preview, you can click Read. And now you go to the Read page, and you can see that there's some material that's grayed out and some material that is not grayed out. So it's really deciding, well, first of all, I should show you that if there's something that's grayed out, you can click it and it will turn black. So the way to sort of decide how to focus on material is the highlighted material you absolutely need to pay attention to. LearnSmart adaptively highlights the things that it thinks that you most need to pay attention to. Then the black material is also very important. The grayed out material is something that LearnSmart thinks that it's not so important for you to pay attention to right now. But like you saw, you can click it and it turns black. The way to advance through pages is you can click this arrow to go forward through pages, or you can click back to go back through pages. And again, if there's gray material, you can click it and now it's black and you can probably read it better. Once you've read enough material, you'll see that this starts blinking, and this will take you to the LearnSmart. So you can see that LearnSmart is kind of like a flashcard, and I'll explain more about the LearnSmart in a minute. But what I want to explain now is once you do a LearnSmart and you finish it, you'll have a 100% up here. Right now you can see I have a 0% and I have 88 items left. Once I answer 88 items correctly, I'll have a 100% here. And LearnSmart, of course, knows that you're going to forget some of the material that you've learned. And so what LearnSmart is going to do is it's going to allow you to recharge. And if I click it, it's going to yell at me and it's going to say, you're not ready to recharge yet because you haven't finished the LearnSmart. But in the future, of course, I will have finished it. So it will take me into the recharge, and I'll be able to do kind of some more LearnSmarts, and the LearnSmart will adapt and pick the topics, the learning objectives that it thinks you most are going to need to review. So the recharge is really helpful right before a quiz. So I strongly recommend that you go through and recharge just before a quiz. So I'm going to go back to the assignment overview now, and I want to show you that if you do that, you can see all of the LearnSmarts that are assigned. So I'm going to show you the LearnSmart for social psychology because I think it's kind of interesting that you will get to see some questions from a chapter that you aren't studying right now. So I'll click Learn, and here I am landing on a LearnSmart question. So the first thing I need to do is say how well I know this. And so I'm going to say, I am not sure if I know the answer to this question. So now I need to answer it. And I'm going to say this is social comparison. So that's the correct answer. So I want you to notice that right now I have 25% completed on this LearnSmart and I have 62 items left. I'm going to click OK. And now you can see I'm 26% done and I have 61 items left. So this bar is a good way to keep track of your progress. So now I'm going to say, you know what? I don't have any idea what this is. So I'm going to say, I have no idea. So rather than having you answer it, LearnSmart is just going to jump you directly to the correct answer. But you can see that this hasn't changed. You can also click Read about it, and it will take you back into the SmartBook. So if you are feeling like you need to read more about that learning objective before you carry on, the LearnSmart will let you jump right directly into the SmartBook where that content is. So once you finish reading about it, you can click Close Book, and now you're back into the LearnSmart. So you can see, again, it just keeps giving you these flashcards until you get to a 100%, and it will make sure that you understand all the learning objectives for the chapter. If you click up here, you can see this kind of thing that is a little bit of a standings, and it will default to showing your name. But if you don't want your name to show up, you can click your name, and something you can say you want to be anything else. So I will be keyboard. But apparently somebody's already using keyboard. So I'll say I'll be letter Q. So now I'm going to show up as letter Q. And so nobody knows who I am. Or I can be anonymous. And now I'm anonymous. But this is just a kind of fun way to compare how you're doing to your classmates. So I'm not going to go through any more of these because I think you get the idea. But I do want to show you the reports. So I'm going to go back into SmartBook, and I'm going to click this Reports tab. And the reports are really important for helping you understand what you should be focusing on when you are going to be studying for a quiz. So I think one of the most important reports is this Most Challenging Learning Objectives report. I only have material for social psychology because that's the only LearnSmart I've done, but you'll have all of your chapters. So if I click social psychology, now I can see the 5 most challenging learning objectives. And this is really beneficial because if you have a limited amount of time to study for a quiz, this will help you decide where you should put your time. And if you want to get some more information about it, you can click it and you'll be jumped back into LearnSmart questions for that content. And then you can go to different reports. And I think another really important report is this self-assessment report. And the 2 categories that you want to look at are this green category and this red category. And this relates to those buttons on the bottom of the flashcard that you were clicking to tell LearnSmart how well you thought you knew the answer. Anything in green means that, or not anything in green, but the higher the green number, the more you know the content. The higher the red number, the more you think you know the content when you actually don't. So obviously we want that number to be very low. And if you find that you're taking quizzes but you're not doing well on them, what I would imagine is that this number is going to be pretty high because you go into quizzes thinking that you're going to do very well, and then you actually don't do well because you don't know the material. So before you take quizzes, I would recommend that you come here and you look at this and get an idea of how well you actually know the material. So if I want to go back to the SmartBook, oops, I don't need to click there, I'm already in SmartBook. If I want to go back to the SmartBook, I can click this assignment page and then I can go to whatever chapter I want to learn about. So if let's say I want to go back into chapter 3. So now I click Learn. And this takes me to LearnSmart, but I'm not ready yet for the LearnSmart, so I'm going to click Read. And now here I am in chapter 3. And that's basically the overview of SmartBook and LearnSmart. LearnSmart and SmartBook are really meant to be these fantastic tools for you that customize the book for you and what you need to be learning and paying attention to. And then after having done the LearnSmarts, you end up getting these fantastic reports that really tell you what you should be doing to be studying for quizzes and give you an idea of how confident you should feel for the quizzes. So I think that the 2 areas where students, I end up counseling students the most is I end up talking to them about figuring out what they don't know and helping them be more accurate about how prepared they are. And so it's fantastic that LearnSmart has 2 reports that will customize and tell you individually on the basis of your own LearnSmart performance where you need to be paying attention and how confident you should feel for the quizzes. So I think these are great and I strongly encourage you to use them. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to email me or to come to my office hours or post to the course discussion page.